Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Off Label Podcast, your twice weekly dose of sanity in an insane world. Oh, look, at the beginning of this channel, me and Ashley, Freely Ashley, had called this out a long time ago. Do y'all remember when Ana Kasparian got mad saying, don't call me a birthing person? Yeah, we called it out way the hell back then. You guys have one hell of a walk away story coming for you very, very soon. Let's see. We told you that New York City was being primed to flip, right? Mayor Adams just hired an ex-lawyer from the Trump administration and is asking for his support. That's going to get interesting, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, well, we got to talk about Doug Emhoff being accused of slapping a woman in the face. It's an actual really nasty story. We'll get into that, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we got to start the show, though.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
Ready.
See how far the cars are in front of us?
Right.
Watch how fast they get you.
God damn it. There we go again with that. I have a question. Why the hell did that guy literally just like gun it in the middle of a turn? That was the dumbest shit ever.
Because did you hear the accent? Watch this. I'm going
No,
to catch up
fuck
right
you.
to him. Watch this.
Fuck you. You're talking about an area where NASCAR was invented. There's no excuse for that shit.
Exactly. He said, watch this. And then, bam.
Oh, God.
But listen, at least he was the one who was halfway underwater instead of his poor wife.
Right.
Learn your lesson, dickhead.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Everybody? How is everybody doing tonight? What's up, Stacy, Glenn, Tweak, Dunn?
Jennifer's in the house. Paula
Off
Bear's
label.
here.
Drunken Senpai.
Yeah.
Jennifer.
He's just going through the names. Tweak. Look, if you truly believe Ana Kasparian has come out from under Chank's sweaty grundle, you were smoking that Alabama Go Fest. Actually, I am.
Yep.
But
I'm
they realized they went too extreme and viewership tanked. You have a point, but she's calling out the right shit and asking the right questions, though.
I don't listen. For some people when you get to a point where people are starting to piss you off, like personally, you turn and don't give a fuck and say, I'm gonna burn this whole motherfucker down and don't give a fuck. And I think that's where she is.
Look what happened with Tulsi Gabbard.
Yeah.
RFK.
Oh my God. You want to talk about the two prime examples of that? Those two.
I mean, Tulsi Gabbard nuked Kamala Harris in the fucking campaign. She was like the what? The vice chair of the DNC or something like that.
Mhm.
She nuked Kamala Harris. I'm going way too close with it now. She nuked Kamala Harris in that the primaries. And then she got literally just tanked from then on out. Like Kamala Harris is the VP and she didn't get a single fucking vote back then, you know?
Yeah.
Tulsi just comes with fucking truth and just nukes her ass and she's done, you know?
It's one of those things where, like I said, you just you go too far, and do you have the clip of Anna, the birthing person clip?
It's a tweet, but yeah, it's in
Yeah.
the little thing. It's in the article. But yeah. No, that wasn't that wasn't actually what me and what caught me
Ashley?
and Ashley's attention with that. That was the one after that. I forget exactly what that was, but yeah, we had referenced that because I was just like, well, that's like really weird for her to say because she was advocating for that shit, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, but once again, you push somebody too far to one side, and it's like, it's once again still my favorite is when what's his face, the actual Justice Warrior, is like he uses, "Give me the money, give me all the money."
Oh, dude, that shit is great. And when she did the Trump ad and he just lays it in the video over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious, dude. I love that, man.
Yeah.
But now let's take a little bit walk down memory lane. Okay. I got this kind of covered up from the beginning because she actually does make an actual credible point about what people say about her online. Okay. This comes from February 1st of 2021. Here, Ana Kasparian targets both Katie Halper for Is a Jew, Brianna Joey Gray. Oh, I know who the fuck that is. About being victimized because she saw someone because because someone said she was paid by NATO. However, earlier this year, Anna bragged about going to Munich security conference, and if she wasn't paid, Anna did NATO propaganda for free.
To me, what this is about, though, is the people surrounding him enabling him when he puts out ridiculous conspiracy theories, like calling me someone who's being funded by NATO because I interviewed Madeleine Albright once. So, direct question to both Katie Halper and Brianna Joy Gray. Do you guys think that I'm paid by NATO?
So I will not be here next week because I'll be in Munich, Germany to cover the Munich Security Conference. Something I'm really excited about. I covered the Munich Security Conference last year. And so this year I'll be participating for the conference, which takes place February 14th through the 16th. And
to me,
let me ask you a question, Davey.
Yo.
If you were a journalist and your job is to actually interview people, how is being paid by NATO and being a propagandist for free for NATO just doing an interview? If you know the way she is, she's going to dig deep.
The same way that people say that Donald Trump cozies up to Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un or Il or Segway, I don't know what the fuck.
She is.
It's the same way. And then these motherfuckers, once again, they're sitting there talking about Trump lying. Yet politicians want us to believe they've been truthful our entire lives. Like all of a sudden, politicians are telling you the truth. Like you can't, as a journalist, you're supposed to go. Like when Tucker went to Russia to interview Vladimir Putin, he wasn't the first one to ever do it.
Muffin Man.
Like he wasn't the first one to do it, but they act like he's never done it before. And the problem is that since Obama, people have thought that, you know, there's a certain way to do things, and the media has laid it out a certain way that now if you go and talk to people of opposition, you're part of the problem. So now Anna's part of the problem for going and talking to people who are opposition. Like you can't come out of your bubble. And that's the problem. You're supposed to come out of your bubble. You're supposed to have people who disagree with you, like fucking Joe. We're supposed to have people who disagree with us, like Brett. People who don't, who we want to engage and have a conversation with. Not that I don't love every single one of the people in our chat, but like
once in a while, we want to talk to somebody that
we
does
need
not like.
we need somebody in here to tell us something so egregious that Rich goes on a half-hour rant.
Oh, it'll happen. It'll happen. But anyway,
yeah, but then when that happens, you're labeled a certain thing, and now all of a sudden remember when Nancy Pelosi was on MSNBC and she's like, well, if you want to be a Trump apologist.
yeah, because she's just like, no, that's not right.
What? MSNBC, a Trump apologist? Nancy, did you start too early today?
As long as that conversation isn't brought in with hostilities from the very beginning. That's why I don't debate. I'll have conversations.
Oh, God. But the thing
Fuck
is,
your debate me shit because you walk in there trying to prove the other motherfucker wrong. We're having a conversation to talk to each other.
But the problem is also that makes money.
It does.
You know, unfortunately, like if you go on TikTok lives, like that makes fucking like there's people who just do that. Will sit there all day and just argue on TikTok to make money, and it's like I get it, but then you're not there for the right cause, and unfortunately, a lot of times, people who are doing things for the right cause aren't doing it for the money. Like us, we're doing it for the right cause. We're not, I mean, we have great people in our chat who help us, who fund us fantastically. But if we were sitting here and like pandering to the left or something like that, and getting in people who are on the right and start screaming and yelling at them, we'd probably be making. I'd probably be able to quit my job, and we'd be able to quit our job. Look at the Young Turks.
Hey, we can fucking do it. I can sit here and do it with anybody. I don't care.
But morally, I can't fucking do it. And I'd rather have the people in here right now who will support us and help us out and know that we come from a righteous place than sit there and pander to some people. And then what have I told you? What do I tell you about people who rise too quickly?
Yeah. They fall
have
very quickly.
Great fucking quick fall. The Young Turks grew, kind of slowly, I believe. I don't think it was the Young Turks was very fast, but now they're coming to a point where they can't lie to the people anymore because everything is now, Joe Biden doesn't sniff kids. Here's 47 videos of Joe Biden sniffing kids. Oh, Joe Biden never said to fire well, here's a video of Joe Biden saying that if you don't fire the prosecutor, you're not getting paid. But
yeah, they're going off in the chat.
I'm willing to bet his 450-pound Reddit user sitting in mommy's basement.
Yeah, they're going off in the chat.
About who?
One of Rob's mods.
Oh, Zulu.
Yeah.
Zulu claims no alliance. I called out something and he immediately went straight to the latest MSN lie. Listen,
He's just there to piss people off to gain chat interaction. That's really all it is, though.
Yeah, I mean, there's people, and so when I was at I mean, it's a quick, really quickly go off.
Okay,
like, it's not a far road off. It's a little kind of service road. When at my job, I got threatened with my life while I was on a break. Somebody came in and said they were going to come in and shoot me and my boss at work. And my boss is just like, he's just a crazy person. And I'm like, he's not a crazy person. He is a crazy person, but I believe he'll come and do it. He's like, no. Everybody's telling me he's moving to Tennessee and blah, 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 blah. That motherfucker didn't move to Tennessee. He was telling people all these fucking lies and this and that. And he was still around in town driving. People would see him and everything like that after he claimed to move. No, crazy people are fucking crazy people. And they want to do that just to get a rise out of people, just like Zulu. I believe Zulu is a person who likes to do it and gets a rise out of it.
Yeah. It's what I do on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole on Twitter.
But
if we have that conversation, I'm willing to be nice. I'm willing to have a nice, actual, respectful conversation with anybody, as long as you can do it too. You know.
But I think Zulu is just kind of like Joe, and I think we'll go straight to like Tweak said, MSN, and go to the latest lie and whatnot, and then you find out months later after we've called it out for how long, we've said it's not true, and then all of a sudden mainstream media would be, oh fuck, I wish I found I wish I had
But
the tweet.
while we're doing that,
Go ahead.
we got to go to this.
Go.
This was in July 7th of 2023. Reminder of how Ana Kasparian is an anti-homeless reactionary.
I do think that there are progressives, I don't know if it's progressive policy, but progressives in places like California who have made terrible decisions. And so one of those terrible decisions is essentially doing away with anti-camping laws, right? Allowing people to camp out wherever they want, whenever they want. And if, like, we have a homeless problem in California, we have it all throughout the country, but it's particularly bad in California. And so the argument is, well, if there isn't public housing available for people, they should be allowed to camp out. Okay, but there's also a problem right now where there is public housing available and individuals will say, no, I don't want to take it. I don't want to follow the rules in the public housing. And so as a result, I would rather camp out. Progressive lawmakers are like, we should allow them to camp out. And you know what happens? Crime happens. Open air drug markets happen. And it's the truth. These are the facts of the matter. In fact, it was addressed in this Daily Beast article, and honestly, it was cathartic to read it because everyone denies that this is happening.
Because their existence, what was it? You are upset that their existence inconveniences you. Hold up. You removed all restrictions so that they could sleep anywhere. So at any fancy ass place, they can sit there just in the background and just hold out money so that rich people who are out there shopping will slip them some money. They're making more money than working. Why the fuck would they leave? You took away the restriction so that they could do that. That's what she was calling out. So now everything looks like shit because you got homeless people everywhere begging for money, shitting on the roads. That's what she was calling out. Not that their existence inconveniences her. Holy fucking shit.
Don, don't ever fucking apologize, by the way.
Nah.
No. You can fucking go on a rant all you want. Who gives a shit? We don't care. Go on a rant.
We go on rants. This is our therapy.
Yeah.
But from Citizen Free Press, this comes on August 3rd of 2023. The red pilling of Ana Kasparian is accelerating. I'm done with the identitarian garbage. I'm done with it.
The biggest change that some of you might have noticed with me is that I'm done with the identitarian garbage. I'm done with it. It is a giant distraction. And the more we focus on it, and it's definitely very obvious to me when it comes to the left, the people who are supposed to be fighting for a better economic system, better economic conditions, better working conditions, all of that stuff pushed aside. Let's focus on the identitarian stuff. And the identitarian stuff by nature divides us and leads to more fights, more conflict, even among us. But that's the point. Anyway, sorry. The biggest.
She's telling the truth. I mean, look what happened in 2020. And now when you see it all over Twitter, I mean, you got Black Twitter, everything popping off. Everything's racist. Everything's racist. You look in their fucking chat and it's like, y'all ain't done with that? Did BLM not teach you a lesson?
Can I read some Black Twitter?
No, that will get us banned.
I did it last night.
I'm pretty sure I could say male monkey because I'm white.
I listen.
No, anything
I
white.
did it. I did
allowed,
it. We ended business party last night with some black Twitter tweets, and let me tell you, I was fucking dead. I was dead. Both Biz and Mama J were laughing. Mama J was trying to hold back the laugh a little more than Biz, but that was just like, it is what it is. I read it. The words on Twitter.
But yeah, we also have this one right here. August 19th of 2024. Charlie Kirk. Words are hard tonight. Charlie Kirk just got Ana Kasparian from the famous leftist Young Turks to come out against Kamala Harris's plans to subsidize down payments on cheap communist-like houses. I agree with you on that. We need more inventory instead of Kamala's plan. My respect for Cenk and Anna is at an all-time high. I had never thought that they would be the most reasonable people in the room. You'll never get Cenk to stop. That's not a thing. It's hitting way too fucking hard with that. I'm gonna have to bring the threshold on that down a bit. Okay.
When we go to Rumble.
All right, there we go.
When we go to Rumble,
No.
I'm gonna read some black Twitter. I'm gonna tell you right now. We started Rumble with some black Twitter.
All right, fuck it, fine. We'll start Rumble with black Twitter. We got X going on that as well. Welcome X family, because
Welcome.
shit's about to get real. Anyway,
You got 30 minutes, motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen at about that time. But yeah, this one comes from August 19th. This one's actually, it's not that bad. Check it out.
Really,
So,
really interesting dynamic.
The BlackRock thing, I agree with. Blackstone or BlackRock?
Both.
There's two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should not be able to buy single family homes. At least.
Oh, good. That's great
I've
agreement.
said it repeated. Same
Good.
with foreign countries coming in and
Agreed.
purchasing.
Oh, here.
You
Okay.
have a country of ownership, not renting. As far as the $25,000 per home, not a great idea. That will only boost the price of homes.
I agree with you on that.
It's not a great idea.
We need more inventory.
Yes, we need more inventory. So you have to deregulate. You also have to lower the price of energy, which brings up the price of everything. And you guys aren't going to like that, but that includes drill, baby, drill, and bringing down the price of oil and natural gas during this window where we want to try to have a housing boom.
I think we need more nuclear energy.
I agree.
But
Nuclear is a great.
we're
Huh?
already number one in energy
Top
production.
energy producers, but we're also the top energy
Yeah, but-
exporters.
Which
Yeah, because we're buying up everything from everywhere we can to hoard it here and sell it off to everybody else while the U.S. petrodollar burns.
Is a problem.
By the way,
well, I think we should continue to be an energy exporter. The price of oil is still too high for too many people. Should get back down to $40, $50 a barrel, which by the way, that you want to like stick it to the oil and gas industry, bring the price of oil down. Their margins go down significantly. Secondly,
He's actually right with that point too. I wanted to let him get that out too, but yeah.
by the way, she grabbed her ears and she has elf ears. Oh boy. There's a new type of porn that I'm gonna be looking at later. What? Who said that?
I'm gonna have to cut that out.
Dude, when she grabbed her ear, I was like, she got elf ears.
Why?
Lord of
Why
the
would
Rings.
why would you do this? Now you're gonna be like elf ears, and now you have a kink with it. Why do you have a kink? Okay, and now I'm just okay. She has elf ears.
I'm gonna go to the house.
Why the fuck am I staring at elf ears?
Perfect time of year. I'm gonna go buy fucking elf ears for my wife.
I'm so fucking done already. I need to turn down the brightness on my camera a bit. Here we go. All right,
You
apply.
see the comment?
My porn stash. But yeah, we got this. This one actually came from her tweeting. This actually came from her own Substack. This is her own words, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to read the whole thing here in a second. While he's having fun in chat,
Everybody was focused on Zulu. I talk about elf porn, and all of a sudden, I become an elf lord.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry. Gollum was not an elf. All right. From her own substack. All right. It's called Unaligned. It's called Independent and Unaligned. You're right. I've changed. Ana Kasparian, September 30th, 2024. After Trump came onto the political scene, especially after he was elected into the elected in 2026, the us versus them mentality immediately took shape. I'm going to pause there for a second and pose a question. That us versus them mentality, where did that spark from, Anna? Now, that's not going to be it. It actually goes further back than Trump. But where did that spark from, Anna? You know, you got a point. You've already hit on it. Let's see. Anyone who refused to resist Trump was seen as a threat to the country. And I was fully on board with that mindset. Oh, you're going to pull it back to this time frame. Okay. It all felt righteous at first, but eventually the tactics deployed to fight Trump became repetitive, boring, and ultimately fruitless. I mean, everything they threw at that man. They tried to fact check, censor because the truth started getting the fuck out. And now they're trying to kill.
She was part of that.
She was.
Her and Chris Cuomo, who we will talk about right after this.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Her and Chris Cuomo were part of that bullshit nonsense.
Just like what's her name? Emma Vigeland. She sits down and reads 50 pages a day of the same regurgitated copy and paste bullshit that goes nowhere and leads you into fucking circles that are all left-leaning fucking outlets. And you get nothing from the right except what they feed you. And you expect to know exactly what the right thinks? What was this?
She's a snake. Do not trust her. I fell for her bullshit in 2016. Never again. Well, I mean, listen. A lot of people fell for her bullshit in 2016.
Hold on. Now, you all may be correct. Okay? You all may be correct. We got Chris Cuomo doing the same damn shit. And I've already pointed the fuck out how that dude's going to be a snake. He's a snake in the grass. That whole DNC, when he was on the fucking floor screaming, that's where they look down on you. That's where he wants to be again. Don Lemon's going back. Brian Stelter's going back. Why the fuck ain't he? He's stuck in News Nation. He's on the ground.
Because once again,
he's going to say shit to expose what the fuck's going on until they bring him back into the fold. Do the same with Anna. Don't sit here and be like, no, because she's going to expose some shit as well.
And then when she goes back to her bullshit,
you remind her.
And you remind her this. Same thing with Chris Cuomo. Same thing with Chris Cuomo. You're going to go, wait a minute, Chris.
That's how you end a career.
Wait a minute, Chris. You were talking about how you used to be in those boots and how you're no longer in those boots. And all of a sudden, now you're back in the boots and you're back on that side. You're a piece of shit.
That's why they love Twitter, because shit like that was fucking banned.
Yeah.
Shit like that could be easily.
And that's why they hate. That's why they hate Twitter now.
Now, Elon Musk scares the shit out of me. There's a lot wrong with the dude, but he's got a fucking point on this. He is correct on that. Like, X is where everybody goes for any kind of real I'm not going to say conversation, but for news from both sides.
I'm 3 seconds away from letting that man put a fucking chip in my brain. I'm not going to lie.
No.
I'm not going to lie.
I'm sorry. There's going to be no point in time in my fucking future where I'm just going to be thinking, hey, I wonder what Davey's doing. And I immediately connect to your fucking brain to sit there and see what weird shit's coming out. Nope. Ain't happening.
Especially
That's
after
not
my new,
gonna be a thing.
especially after my new browser history.
But yeah.
And by the way, apparently I want to see what's coming out of Stacy's eyes because she was like, "Oh, okay." Did you not see that one? Hold on.
No, I was.
I thought you were making fun of elf ears, and then I was gonna say, "Hey," and then you finished with that, and I was like, "Oh, oh."
But I'm gonna continue. How the fuck do we always go this hard off course? Like, I got through a fucking paragraph, two sentences, and we took an immediate crash.
This is why they love this show, is because we just take it, we do it like this guy. Hey, you see how far we are away from them? All of a sudden, let's get it. And then we end up in a lake, okay? And then eventually we get out and back on the road.
At least we eventually get out. It may take a minute. But anyway, she was talking about how she was the us versus them mentality, and Trump is the dictator. He's going to put everybody in locks and chains, and he's going to install his loyalists. Mind you, those are the same install his loyalists that are flipping on him. Huh? Makes no sense what you were complaining about back then, does it?
Nope.
Anyway, it all felt righteous at first, but eventually the tactics deployed to fight, became repetitive and fruitless. I got to that sentence and then we took a hard fucking crash. Polling shows that he had increased his support among Black and Latino voters despite the wall-to-wall coverage of his unsavory, racist, bigoted remarks. Several years of media raining alarm on the Trump threat to democracy has only resulted in a tight presidential race between himself and Kamala Harris. I mean, we've been saying that because people are actually really fucking paying it. Like I told you, your worst fucking mistake throughout this entire thing was locking us down and making us pay attention to what the fuck was going on in that moment. Because you think, hey, lifting everything, everybody's gonna pop into attention again. Fuck no.
Can I just ask a question for the chat? I have one question for the chat. If there's anybody that can do me a favor and clip out every time we've talked about the HAVV since we started talking about it and put the dates on it.
God damn, dude.
I will.
That was damn near. It's almost every episode.
We'll talk about how much, because I just saw a tweet from Elon, and I know we're going off. I just want to say that if
bring it up,
bring it up.
We'll pause this right here. What are you talking about?
From Alex, increase. Fuck you, tweak. Son of a bitch. Increase of illegal immigration population in swing states under the Biden-Harris administration.
Dude, we touched on every single fucking one of those. Every single fucking one of those.
And look who
we touched on.
Look who's finally tweeting about it.
I'll make a little... Dude, I'm going to make a little fucking clip. Go through every little bit of everything we've done. I'm going to do it fucking tomorrow.
Dude, look who's finally fucking talking about what we've been talking about for months.
Be like, dude, you really want to get into this shit? Let's go, because we've been covering that shit for a fucking minute.
400, 401, 446, 241, 734, 562, 775, 467. We've been talking about this for fucking months. And look who finally is realizing what we've been talking about. What we've been fucking talking about for months. Holy shit.
Dude, this is what I mean. I'm telling you, we are first on the ground game for a lot of shit.
Yeah.
A lot of fucking shit. Like, we call it out. Like, I hear some rumblings about it, and I catch wind, and I look into it, and I dove into the HAVV. Dude,
I like being picked on, Tweaked. It doesn't bother me.
I can't. Yeah, but I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, dude, I just saw that and I was like, holy fucking shit. Now Elon Musk is talking about what we've been talking about for months. Once again, we're onto something. And by the way, that fucking Antarctica thing, some lady was talking about the fucking these balls, this big giant blue balls falling from the sky. Like,
yeah, like they're okay. So that
keep going.
Big blue balls thing was literally just like it was supposed to be like some aerogel kind of situation where they just drop in cloud seed and it didn't fucking work. So blue balls were falling from the sky. Yeah, that's the thing. And then you got that.
They got them from strip clubs in Africa.
Radio wave that just keeps happening off
All right,
of
keep reading,
Antarctica.
Richard.
Fuck it. Okay. I can't help but acknowledge that the only thing that was accomplished by resisting Trump was less understanding and more division among Americans. I personally became reluctant to challenge my side or engage with voters who disagreed with me. In turn, I became less knowledgeable about the people in the world around me. I saw Republican voters as evil monolith. That was a big mistake. My evolution started in 2022 when I was sexually assaulted by a homeless man in my neighborhood. That was it. That was what me and Ashley covered.
Yep, that was it.
That was what me and Ashley covered because Ashley's like, hey, you need to check out what she's talking about right now.
Yep, that's it. That was
because we had mentioned before, like I had even said there's nothing that's going to actually change that woman's mind, like way before we even started. I was like, there's nothing that's actually going to change that woman's mind until it really affects her.
And that's right. She was
and then we
assaulted by a
covered
homeless
that.
Dude. Yep.
And not too long after the show started, it was a few episodes in, and we covered that shit. Like I called it from the fucking very beginning, and I wish I could reach Ashley again because she'd be like, yeah, that was a thing. But anyway, huh?
Anyway, what?
I need to email her.
Where's the laptop? Anyway, keep going.
I know.
It was a segue for you to keep going, Richard.
I know. My evolution started in 2022 when I was sexually assaulted by a homeless man in my neighborhood as I was walking my dog. That horrible experience alone didn't change me politically, but the treatment I received from the far left and some progressives after sharing the story did. I was told by publicly sharing what had happened to me, I was stigmatizing my unhoused neighbors. Other accused me of feeding into racist tropes because they assumed my attacker was black. But I had never even disclosed the man's race. He was white.
Really quickly. Here's the thing, Tweaked. I stand by my statement. It's all paid opposition to get back the lost viewership from going too extreme. Here's the thing. The people on one side are too smart to pay because they know you're a fucking idiot. Like, I will not, like, I will
give the Young Turks money, but I'll listen to what the fuck they've got to say because they're going to start calling out shit.
Yeah, I'll look on Twitter and everything like that. I won't subscribe to any of them. I won't subscribe to her. There will be some dummies that will, but a majority of the people who know what she stands by and knows her stance on things and where she's, flip-flopping and shit like that, they're not going to pay. The majority of them are not going to pay for them. Who's going to pay for the Young Turks who leans right?
Hey, check.
Oh, wait, hold on. Thank you, Jennifer. The 51 intelligence agents all lied to us about Hunter's laptop to sway the election. Election interference be damned. Yes. And by the way, there was a clip that I saw that said that it was intentionally done. If you go back and read what the intelligence official said, it was worded in a way.
Go ahead. Hold on.
It was worded in a way so that way they can get away with it. It was strategically written So that way it says there's a possibility of some Russian disinformation coming out, but that's not what the news said. The news said that, and Joe Biden said 51 intelligence agents said that it was Russian disinformation. But what they said was there's a possibility that some Russian disinformation could come from a possible laptop that could be the way they worded it. And that's why I always say, read the bills. We need a shirt that says "Read the Bills." We need shirts that say "lesbian." I forget. Well, we have shirts we need to make, Richard, because I have so many that are in this book.
Lesbian savior or something like that, wasn't it?
What was it? Hold on.
Lesbian convert. Something. We also have. We got to make the Kazakhstan this bitch one.
Yeah, we do. Where is it?
But yeah, while he's doing that, I'll continue
saving one Davies lesbian restoration.
There we go. Yeah. Saving one lesbian at a time.
Saving one lesbian at a time, especially with this face.
But yeah, not only did I suddenly see flawed thinking from some. Wait. Before we do this, I wanted to hit on this one with Tweaked. If you watch video on YouTube, you pay them. Dude, I get you. I understand 100%. But you also have to understand what they're saying. Now, you can also hit up other people who respond to them. There are some that are actually fair about it, and I'm not gonna lie, but there are some who will take a little bit out of context to make a fucking point. I want the whole context, and I don't care if they get a little bit of money off me for me to understand exactly what the fuck Ana Kasparian was going to fuck off about, because the bitch has been nailing it lately. I'm sorry.
By the way, how
you are a bitch.
How long?
And I love it.
How long of a segment do you have to get to watch to be paid on YouTube?
I'm not too sure about that. I think it's at least a couple of minutes.
Yeah, so if you watch less than a couple of minutes, then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, but the shit's that they got it broken into segments, and people will take clips out of here and there. Like, I'll give it to Actual Justice Warrior. He does give it full context. You know, when he takes something a little bit out of context, he will say, I got this here, though.
Tweaked remembered it, by the way. And then Jennifer says Davy's shirt would say lesbian lover. And then
please don't beat me. No, but yeah, I'm serious, dude. You actually do have to listen, because look, I listen to the committee hearings. I listen to when I'm at work, there's something in my head going all the fucking time. I'm listening to everybody, man. Every voice I can hear. If it doesn't interest me, I may move the fuck on. I'll look on Twitter if somebody's talking about something. I'll look into that too. But I listen to everything, man. You have to understand what the fuck they're actually talking about.
Can I address this comment really quickly? She says, what? Never Jennifer.
Is that like never you wouldn't beat her, or
no,
just you wouldn't beat Jennifer?
She said she would never beat Jennifer unless Jennifer wanted her to. Let me put it that way. It's the reason why.
I do not apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, I remember funny dumb shit. What do we got going on here? What is going on? Sam to the G. What is extreme left, Stacy? What's too far? What do we got going on here?
The left has gone so far that those that were on the left are now like, oh hell no. We've talked about it before. I mean, Sam.
That's the horseshoe theory, though.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Sam, we've talked about it before. It's the horseshoe theory, where, you know, the left and the right are the extreme left and extreme right are the same place. They're just in a coming in from a different angle, and they're so close together like a horseshoe that they don't realize they're the same fucking thing.
I mean, far left says take every fucking gun in existence. Far right says give me every fucking gun in existence. They're at the same fucking point.
Yes, they are.
Just different ways of reaching there.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
They are. The extreme right and the extreme left are the same. They want the same
look at
thing.
the extreme right now. You're talking about kill like Hezbollah and all those infidels and all of that, or whatever the fuck it is. With that. But if you look at the extreme left, they're talking about killing all Israelis. You're the same shit. You're just coming at it at a different angle.
Yeah. You want to talk about extreme MAGA supporters want to kill all liberals and trans, and there's a trans genocide. And at the same time, you have people on.
Wait. No. Extreme MAGA supporters are saying take out all these motherfuckers. They're a threat to our very fucking existence. But the left is saying you're literally racist, you're transphobic, you're genociding us. We need to take you out.
Yeah, they're both the fucking same.
Meanwhile, you got true centrists who are sitting here saying, hey, look, that's pendulum that's swinging far fucking left right now. Y'all understand that's going to swing back and it's going to go far right. So you're taking that same sandwich, that same shit sandwich that you're eating now, you're just turning around and trying to say you enjoy it. Can we calm the fuck down for a sec? That's all I'm asking.
When someone
not trying to
calls
be
you
an
racist,
asshole or anything.
they're not
I'm just
saying
saying.
You're genociding me. What is that? What does that even mean?
First of all, when somebody calls you racist, what's it actually mean right now? I mean, are you actually talking about doing racist things, or are you actually pointing out the fact that we have a disproportionate amount of black crime going on?
Do you have some, Sam? I mean, no, but
we're doing. Yeah, that's what we're fucking.
and
Dude.
Recording a podcast. Yes, we are. We are recording a podcast.
Yeah, it's mixed with methamphetamines. I got some weed going through my system right now. I mean, the cops are going to kick in my door any minute, put their knee on me.
I got some cognac.
And I'm going to scream I can't breathe before I get in a fucking cop car.
I got some cognac and some mango monster going on right here, my friend.
Stop with the dumb shit, dude. Seriously.
Listen,
Let's go back to that. Let's go back to this.
Right wingers are lying about sex education, calling. What are you talking about? We're talking about what?
I'm sorry. Does a middle school child need to actually learn about anal sex and blowjobs from a book in fucking school?
Well, I mean, it's Sam the Peg. I mean, it tracks.
Sam, yeah.
Sam likes the peg, so he wouldn't he doesn't mind about that.
You know what? Bring that back. Bring that comment back. Bring the comment back.
Which one? This one? Or
leave it. You're going to sit there and tell me a middle school child who has just hit puberty, just finding out that their sexual reproduction has actually just really started to kick into fucking high gear, that they need to learn about oral sex in a book in school. They need to learn about oral. They need to learn about eating feces in a book that they can pick up in their middle school public fucking library. Do not get me goddamn wrong. It did fucking happen. This book is gay. The flamer, the book banning that y'all motherfuckers were talking about was literal porn because it had sexually explicit images. It wasn't it wasn't education. It didn't teach you how to do it. It showed you explicit images. Penis enters butt. Penis enters mouth. Penis enters vagina. Images. And you're going to sit there and tell me that's sexual education? I'm sorry. When I took sex ed in school, in my middle school fucking years, you know what it was? A section cut in half. Hey, these are the reproductive organs. This would be the clitoris. This would be the vulva.
Wait a minute. Hold
this
on.
This would be the testicles.
Wait.
This would be the urethra.
They showed you where the clitoris was? I still haven't found that motherfucker. But anyway, continue.
It's under the hood.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of guys who need a GPS to where the clitoris is.
It's under the hood. Anyway, it's like an engine, man. It's under the hood. You're not going to sit there and start an engine without lifting. Well, there is a key. That is an ignition. But you get what I'm saying. If there's a problem, you got to open the hood, right? That went weird very quickly. I'm not going to lie.
Listen, our uneducated podcast hosts believe. Wait, I was reading it.
What was it? Yeah, about something kids being born. I don't even give a shit. Look, it's some kind of little. It's a little troll guy. I'm not even gonna lie.
Shut up, Richard. I like this.
I get it. I understand. You do your thing, but
wait,
I can't show you here on YouTube because show me. You want to follow on Rumble? We can pick that conversation back the fuck up. I'm going back to this because we're still on the first goddamn story an hour in. We've taken hard turn after hard turn. Davey, calm the fuck down.
But we have, but Richard, I love having Sam the Peg in here because it's fun. Sam the Peg in here is the person that who's here calling us uneducated and on fentanyl, and
I mean, you want to be a groper, whatever. Not only did I suddenly see flawed thinking of some on the left, I also witnessed their cruelty and hypocrisy in real time. The terrible traits that have associated solely with my political opponents were obviously not exclusive to their tribe. I was stupid for ever thinking that was the case. That doesn't mean everyone on the left thinks or behaves the same way its small group of lunatics do. Hold up. Anna, you thought the right was a monolith. And then you're looking at this and being like, hey, these people are bitches, but that's not all of us. Could the same thinking be applied to the other side? These people are bitches, but that's not all of us. Just asking. Now, I'm not on the right either. I mean, what, 15 years ago, right now, I would be considered exactly what you are, a liberal. It didn't take somebody trying to grab me and grope me and assault me on the streets for me to realize, hey, this shit is fucking happening. I don't live in an ivory tower. Welcome to the real world. I say that with all respect. I really do. But let's see. Those terrible traits I associated solely with my political opponents were obviously not exclusive to their tribe. I was stupid for ever thinking that was the case. Yes, that doesn't mean everyone on the left thinks or behaves in the ways small groups of lunatics do. Far from it. But it does not mean there are fractions and flaws on both sides of the aisle that no one has a monopoly on truth. Then there was this insane reaction to one of my tweets on March of 2023. I'm a woman. Please don't ever refer to me as a person with a uterus or a birthing person or a person who menstruates. How do you people not realize how degrading this is? You can support the transgender community without doing this shit. All hell broke loose after I posted the words. Most friends in the left-wing media didn't bother reaching out privately to discuss their disagreement with my personal preference. Instead, many self-described socialists took it upon themselves to profit from conflict by publicly attacking me with monetized videos. Welcome to the panel. A smaller leftist YouTube show. Oh, I've read this one and I know what the fuck this is talking about. A smaller leftist YouTube show put out 5 separate videos skewering me about the tweet, while conveniently erasing the advocacy that I had done on the behalf of the transgender community throughout my career. They even went as far as drawing a link between my tweet and trans suicides, which sadly wasn't the most unhinged outcome of the debacle. TYT's volunteer YouTube chat moderators quit over the tweet, and some reported me to Human Resources. An on-air transgender contributor even resigned from the company after being urged by online mobs and leftist shows to do so. Curious that was not one of those shows. Curious that not one of those shows hired her after she took their advice.
Bro, I just posted in the chat for Sam to come join us on Rumble, and it didn't show in our chat right here on the side. Are they
that would be, you want to come join on Rumble? I would have to do it because it's a manager kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Manager mods, things like that.
Okay. No.
See, that'll work now.
Yeah, but I put it.
If you hit the link, it's not going to work because you're not a manager or mod.
No, all I put was, well, I'll do it again. Shift at Sam, the peg. Come.
That's what you're talking about. You're doing the peg? If you type in the peg, it's not going to come up.
No, I put his name.
Okay.
And look, hold on. So it's on YouTube. Look at our chat on the side.
I don't see you in either on my side.
Do you see it on YouTube?
Nope.
Wow.
If you send links.
No, I didn't send the link. I didn't send the link. I just said at Sam the Peg, whatever his name is, come join us on Rumble. And it's not coming up in the chat here. That's weird.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, he's going to have it any damn way. I sent the link anyway, but we'll finish this and then we'll cut because we got some more things to talk about. But yeah, this was that transgender dude that was making videos about Ana Kasparian and everything. That's what that whole shit started from. Okay. She says, I never apologized for the tweet and I never will. The whole experience forced me to come to terms with the intolerance of the left, and it has allowed me to publicly reject the ideological shackles that kept my world small and less informed. Today, I'm certain and more curious than I was 4 years ago. I've made humiliating mistakes while covering political news, but I was previously unwilling to consider or understand the perspective of Americans who vote differently from me. This is what I was saying before. Play your Chris Cuomo quote or your Chris Cuomo thing, and then we'll cut. Like I told you, ladies and gentlemen, when they speak, they're desperate. When they're desperate, hold on. When they speak, no, this wasn't the one. The whole little Chris Cuomo thing that you brought up before, I was like, hold off on that one. You know, right before the show. That was going to be that one right there.
Okay.
If they speak, they're desperate. When they get more desperate, they will speak out. I'm not saying Anna's desperate, but she's tired of the shit. This is desperation. Hit it up.
All right, now this story.
Wait. We're going to go ahead and go full screen with this one right here. And after we're done with this whole video,
you got 3 minutes.
You got 3 minutes. Turn it up.
About with Bill O'Reilly and Stephen A. Smith. I'm doing for one reason. If the name were Trump instead of Emhoff in this story, it would be all over the news right now. And yeah, Trump's running for president and Emhoff is married to the woman who's running for president. But still, Daily Mail, echoed by the New York Post, has a story. And I know Post, Daily Mail, but just listen. Doug Emhoff, Kamala Harris's husband, accused of striking a woman he was on a date with at the Cannes Film Festival back in 2012. They say they have 3 friends of the woman who talked to them about this, that she had told them this afterwards. One is a male, at least one of them is a female. The guy says that she called him from the car with Doug, that maybe they had been drinking, and he didn't like how she talked to the valet to get to the front of the line. He smacked her, she smacked him back. That's basically the story. I have the reporter from the Daily Mail who broke it, Josh Boswell. Josh, thank you for joining me, Bill O'Reilly, and Stephen A. Smith. Now, Josh, what did you believe the right standard was here? How credible do you believe this story is?
I think it's very credible. Otherwise, we wouldn't have published it. You do not get, as you were just saying, very often people coming forward named. And the reason is they're worried about retaliation. These are very powerful people we're talking about. But what we have here is 3 friends all saying they were told the same thing, 2 of them contemporaneously. This woman, Jane, we're calling her, she called one of the friends immediately after the incident. That's what this friend told me. And that's backed up by the other 2. And it's not just that. We have documents as well. We have messages and a photograph, which evidence the relationship, evidence the trip happened. There's also footage from the event, which shows that she and Doug were there.
And you reached out to the woman who was supposedly a New York lawyer, and she did not deny it. She refused to comment. You reached out to the campaign. They didn't deny it. They refused to comment. Stephen A. Smith.
My question is, how long have you been working on this story? How soon or how recent was it that you received word of these allegations that are being leveled against the potential first man?
So I've been working on investigations into Doug Emhoff for a little while. I mean, you can see, so I work for the US website dailymail.com, and we published in August a story about Doug having an affair with his daughter's teacher, grade school teacher at the time, her nanny. So I've been investigating him for a while. This story I've also been working on for several weeks. So, this was a thorough investigation, something that I put a lot of work into.
If it were Trump or anyone related to him, it would be on every TV show that is on right now. And that's why I think in the interest of fairness, you should look at it.
I don't blame you for bringing up the story because in fairness to Donald Trump, which is not something you hear me or most people say all the time, it is absolutely true. If this were him, it would be all over the place. It would be printed. It would be publicized everywhere. We also have to take into account 2018, when then Senator Kamala Harris, obviously when the whole Brett Kavanaugh situation, not as far back as 2018, but when Brett Kavanaugh was obviously running for the Supreme Court, I think it was around that time actually. And I remember her wearing all black and saying she was wearing all black. And I wore black today in support of all survivors of sexual assault or abuse. And it was a hashtag, believe survivors, et cetera, et cetera. And so when you do something like that, it's going to be politicized. And if people believe you've politicized it, the second they get an opportunity to politicize something against you or unfavorable to you, they are going to pounce on that.
You are not going to hear anything from Me Too, Time's Up, or any of them at all. Nothing. But if it were a Republican or a conservative, they would be denying the person accused of due process because that's what they do, unless it's someone on our side. So what I've just told you is absolutely true. I hate that about this country right now. It is the worst thing about America that the media has embraced the denial of due process for headlines, for clicks, for money. It is disgraceful.
I will openly confess, I would absolutely positively love to disagree with Bill O'Reilly. I cannot. What he said was right on the money in terms of what has transpired with our media, its coverage, in some instances, in terms of the bias, in terms of the favoritism, in terms of the lack of neutrality and the absence of due process.
Ladies and gentlemen, the mainstream narrative has become cancerous to society. Currently, there is no known cure, but doses of other treatments have shown some promising results. Off-label use has been authorized.